Hello there my fellow holotable heroes and welcome to another SWGOH video. Now before I get into this video, let me first give a shout out to my latest patron Michael. Thank you so much for your support. Now it's Friday and you know what that means. Before we are getting ready to start our wonderful weekends ahead, we got a new Galactic challenge thrown upon us, and this time CG has taken us to the planet of Jakku, where we have to face a team of First Order, and to get all the feats you need to complete it with a full team of Scoundrels. So first I will just cover some of the mechanics, and as well as show you the team, the mods, and the strategy of the team that I'm using it, and then I'll show you 3 attempts, 3 battles. I'll just teach you a little bit of different RNG, how this team works. So if you're not interested in more like in-depth mechanics and strategy, you can just skip through to the battles, but for those that are interested, let's just get into it. And starting off here, looking at the modifiers, so we got Scorching Sun, so this is the Jakku global modifier here, and we're quite familiar with it because I think we had it a couple of times already. But what will happen is every time any unit takes a turn, they will get a stack of overheat, and for each stack they will lose 10% health, and once those stacks reach 10, then that unit gets defeated. So to kind of counter a little bit those stacks, you get a special ability here, Thermoregulate, and each time you use it, that unit will lose 2 stacks of overheat. And then looking at player modifier, it's somewhat useful, but I don't think it's making a whole lot of difference here. Because all what it does is when you deal damage to target enemy, if they got any buffs on them, you copy those buffs from them and then dispel them. So not particularly, I think, really impactful modifier in this particular case against the First Order. And while First Order enemies, they'll be getting stacking critical damage, but at the same time they'll be losing critical chance. So they'll be, but because of the constant advantage, even though their critical chance will be low, they'll still be critically hitting, and the critical damage will stack up eventually. So definitely need to keep these guys under control before they wipe your team out. Now the team we are facing here is Cavalry and Mask Lead. We got First Order Officer, Stormtrooper, we got Special Forces Pilot, and First Order Executioner. So not the most kind of threatening team, but still they will hit quite hard on tier 7. And because of Kylo's lead, I had to slightly adjust here my Scoundrel lineup. So last time we did Nute lead there, and instead of Django there we had Bosk just for a bit of taunting, but that particular team would not be able to take out Kylo Ren and Masked, because as we know, Kylo's leadership, every time they gain a buff or a debuff, First Order allies, that includes Kylo himself, they'll be regaining health and protection, and Kylo himself from his unique again is regaining health every time he's hit. And at tier 7 he's so tanky that with that team you just wouldn't be able to take him out. I also tried full bounty hunter team, but with my gear 8 Grief and gear 8 Mando, they just got wiped out because Special Forces Pilot, he does have an AoE, and Executioner, once he gets his thing going, it just didn't work that well. So what I've done was I here actually swapped things around a little bit. So I'll be using Django lead now, because Django himself, he brings quite a few things here to counter Kylo Ren and Mask. So first things first, on his Shrapnel Blast special ability, he will inflict healing immunity for 2 turns. And that's the only way how I was able to take out here Kylo Ren and Mask, is applying healing immunity to him, so he wasn't able to recover health and protection. And as well, his conflagration AoE will reduce max health on the target enemy. So again, you will eventually reduce Kylo's health to extremely low, so you'll only really have to burn through his protection. So really, like Django here brings a lot here to counter exactly what Kylo Ren and Mask does with his health and protection recovery. And then looking at his lead, all Scoundrel allies will gain plus 30 speed, so not just bounty hunters, all Scoundrels. So this then allows that if you don't have like Relic Nute and Relic Nest, that they're still fast enough to outrun, because Kylo's lead as well adds plus 30 speed. So this will again allow that we use the same strategy with having a fast nest, applying days, as well as remove turn meter from everybody. So this definitely help. And also what will help, obviously nest will daze, but in no case some dazes get resisted. Also, when Django is in the lead here, enemies that have burning effect, they won't be able to gain bonus turn meter. So it's definitely, you know, Django's kit here fits really well to counter what First Order team does. So my Django here, he's Relic 1, but I think this could work as well with Gear 12, and that's the speed on him, so he's at 269. And a little bit of protection on him. I got some critical damage, and let me show his offense, you know, nothing crazy here. Then we got Chewbacca here, so mine's the Relic 6 and he's modded for offense. Not too quick at 249. I didn't really move mods for any of these guys for this event. That's his offense. And obviously what Chewbacca brings is he will put guard on, most likely, I mean, it depends who your weakest is. In my case it was Nute, so he'll be assisting. And as well, he will apply tenacity down on his basic, which is huge, so you can reliably land that healing immunity as well as reduce max health on Kylo, as well as land those stuns. Then you got Nest here, so this is the only character here that I remodded for this event, because usually I have slow, high tenacious Nest, but this time you need a very fast Nest. So for my testing, you will need her speed at least around here 310, so that she will go before Kylo Ren unmasked. But you know, she's a Scoundrel, so she will be gaining plus 30 speed, so her effective speed is at 340 speed, and this was just about enough to outrun Kylo Ren unmasked in the beginning. And then you will want to bring Han Solo, so obviously you can shoot first, stun somebody. He also has a stun here on his special attack, and this will be very important. And again, didn't move mods on him. These are just some mods, average mods I have on him. A little bit of speed and some offense. And finally, got Gear 12 Nute here. Again, didn't remod him. And thanks to, you know, plus 30 speed from Django, you know, 270 speed is more than enough here for Nute to get out his extortion quickly. And that's what he'll be doing here. Extorting First Order. He was good at extorting the Empire the first time around we used him, and he's back here to get more extortion, profit more from the First Order. Alright, so kind of the mods, mechanics, and the, you know, overall strategy out of the way. I'll just now hop into the battle and let me talk you through the opening sequence. Alright, so what I like to do here first is stun Kylo, and as you can see, the modifier here that we get for Scoundrels, we dispelled the buff there over on Kylo, but you can't copy Taunt. That's one of the buffs you can't copy, but at least we dispelled it. And now we can go ahead and use AoE here from Nest. That's why Nest has to be really quick, so she can go after Han. And then we, you know, need to make sure we remove turn meter, especially from Kylo, because you want to make sure that Nute here goes before enemy Kylo, so you can apply extortion. And because Kylo is stunned, he won't be able to cleanse that extortion off, so it'll, you know, pass on to somebody else. Alright, so then next goes Django here, and whenever you use a conflagration here from Django, make sure to target Kylo Ren unmasked, so you can start reducing his max health. Alright, and from my testing, this guy is the most dangerous because his AoE will do some big hits and any Gear 12 characters will just get taken out. Even Django there, look, you know, he's already low on protection. So what I like to do is stun him, okay? And obviously you do want to stun Executioner as well, because if he gets going, you could be in trouble. And then you want to turn attention back onto Pilot, because if you don't, when First Order Officer gets his second turn, he usually passes turn back over to him, gives him offense up, and then his AoE does like 60k critical hit. So I'll just go take out Executioner here, and then, go after Pilot. And now Nest gets another turn, so you can stun. Oh, stun was resisted. Anyway, let's throw up AoE here. Still going after Pilot. Need to take him out here. Let's do a big hit. Apply healing immunity. Now, right, here we go. Now, when Nute gets a turn, his basic, you know, won't really do much here. So what I like to do is actually already start reducing overhit over on Han, because Han, he's getting a lot of turns, because from his special, you know, he gets another turn afterwards, so he will quickly stack thermoregulate. So here, whenever Nute has thermoregulate ability ready to be used, and you know, you don't have extortion to apply, you might as well just start reducing overheat there on Han. So now everybody got 2 stacks, but Nest got 3. So we took out Pilo there, so this was the first really threat that we had here. Now, the next two guys, you need to pay attention to our first order officer here, an executioner. Officer will get a turn in a moment, so there you go. He passed the turn over to executioner, which wasn't ideal. Took out their Nute. But with both Nute and Django, obviously, you know, they do get revived. Nute gets revived once, Django gets revived because of his bounty hunter resolve. And then at least the stacks of overheat will reset. So, you know, while that was kind of bad, it wasn't too bad here. So, okay, let's go ahead and spread extortion now. There we go. So they got, unfortunately got stunned there on Chewbacca. Anyway, we have to now keep chugging away here. Alright, there we go. So, you know, this kind of dispel does come somewhat in handy, I guess. I was too critical maybe in the beginning for it. So let's keep working here on Executioner, because we don't want him to get another attack out. Let's do another burning, targeting Kylo and Masked here to again reduce his max health. Let's see if we can push back turn meter here on Executioner. Good. There we go. More extortion here. Alright, got Executioner almost out of the way. Let's see if we can push back more turn meter. Alright. See if we can finally finish off Executioner. There we go. Alright. Okay, here we go. So I just try and stun somebody. Good. Now he's got tenacity up, so we won't be able to stun him. So let's see if we can stun Kylo here. No stuns. Let's see if we can stun him now. There we go. And let's take out first officer, because now, you know, with his dispel and offense up and things like that, you know, he can get in the way of what you're trying to do. So let's just go after him now. Again, looking at Han, he's got 7 stacks already. So let's reduce those stacks a bit on Han here. Again, here with Nest, let's, you know, Nest already has 7, so let's reduce as well on her. Okay, here we go. Land healing immunity. 2 here on AoE. Let's do it like this. Boom. Alright, cool. So we only got 2 tanks to go here. Obviously, we won't be able to do much to Kylo and Masked unless we land healing immunity on him. So let's, for the meantime, go after Stormtrooper here. Alright. Okay. But at least we could try and get a stun here on Kylo. Now Han there, he's got 8 stacks already. Look at his health, it's really low. So let's go and remove some of those stacks here. Okay. Now for Django, as I said, he's got Bounty Hunter Resolve. So one he reaches 10 stacks, he'll just revive. So actually you don't need to worry too much about Django there to control his stacks of overheat, right? Anyway, let's reduce more max health. So there you go. Kylo literally's got 1 health bar now. So his health is really low. So we only need to now actually burn through his protection. So we need to land healing immunity on him as soon as possible. But for now, let's just remove stacks of overheat there on Chewbacca. Just put a hit over on Stormtrooper here. Okay. See if we can actually land a stun on Stormtrooper. Good. Just do basic. Okay, so we got Stormtrooper out of the way. So just Kylo, as you can see, we're barely doing any damage to him whatsoever. So we definitely need to land a healing immunity on him as soon as we can. Alright, now Nute, he was already taken out there by Executioner, so he wasted, we lost his revive. So let's just start doing this. Who's high as well? I said Django, you know, I don't worry about losing Django actually, because he will revive. Okay, let's remove. So now with his stun, we're waiting for healing immunity to come back online. Okay, just a little bit. So there you go. Django got taken out, but because of Bounty Hunter Resolve, he got revived, and you know the stacks got reset. And here we go. Can finally land their healing immunity on Kylo. Let's do it like this. So let's try and land a stun now. So he keeps counterattack. So we stop his counterattacks. There we go. Extortion won't do much because Extortion does max health base damage, and his health right now is at 1 bar. So I just want to show you the Extortion at this point doesn't do much here really anymore. Now Chewbacca's got already 8 stacks, so let's reduce those. Just gonna do here a couple of attacks there, and here I'm just gonna use basic now because Conflagrate, you know, already reduces health to 1, so might as well do a double tap here. Okay, so who's high? Nest is high, but I don't mind losing her, so I actually let Nest die here and actually save Han, because Nest, she did her job, so we don't need her anymore here. Gonna do an AoE here, get a stun, almost got him, 1 hit, and there we go. So we got everybody left standing. And the good thing about this team here, so if we look now at the feats, you complete the battle, with a full team of Scoundrels, as well as, you know, this going critical where you have to score 3 hits, and because you've got, you know, AoEs from Chewbacca, you've got and Nest, you know, those AoEs will be scoring critical hits. So you don't really, you know, once you complete this with this team, you get all the feats done, except of course the one that unless you have Beskar Mando, you won't be able to complete. As we know, every Friday, no Beskar Mando, no red crate for you, and I do not have them, so these are the max rewards that I'll get this time. Anyway, let's run this couple of more times, so I'll just run quicker now. I just did one, kind of slowly explaining what's happening, but I'll just quickly run a couple of more times just to see that this team works really well. Alright, so I just stun Kylo here. Remove Thermometer, get Daze, apply Extortion on Kylo Unmasked, there we go, and then start reducing max health here on Kylo Unmasked. Get a stun on Pilot, we don't want his AoEs, stun Executioner as well, there we go, and then let's go after Pilot again here, and then here Nest stuns First Order Officer, there we go. And here we can already start reducing overheat on Han. Throw down an AoE with Chewbacca there. There we go. So we almost got Pilot out of the way here. There we go. So Pilot's gone. Alright, let's go after Executioner now. Yeah, I'll just spread more Extortion here. There we go. Just put a basic there. And then let's stun here First Order Officer, so he doesn't pass Thermometer over to Executioner, and give him offense up. Go after Executioner now. Just use a basic, there we go, so we got Executioner out of the way. Let's see if we can get again stun on First Order Officer. And again, reduce max health on Kylo. Alright, oh, should have targeted First Order Officer. Alright, that's fine. Let's get more Extortion out there. Okay. See if we can land a Daze so Kylo stops counterattacking every time. Land a stun. Alright, go after First Order Officer again. Come on. There we go. Almost got him. Right, so First Order Officer is out. Let's see if we can get a stun on Stormtrooper. And now we have to start a little bit reducing stacks of overheat here, so Nute can reduce on Han. Let's land a healing immunity here. Throw up an AoE. So there you go, his health is down to basically 0 here. Anybody high on stacks? I'll just reduce it on Han. Okay. So there we go. Okay, let's actually apply Extort over on Stormtrooper here, because his health is still high enough so we can actually do some damage here. So it looks like Kylo lost healing immunity, okay. This will delay our progress ever so slightly. Let's see if we can finish off Stormtrooper there. Alright, come on, there we go. Let's actually reduce on Chewbacca. Okay. Well, not much we can do here, I'm afraid. So let's actually help out Nest there. So Nest can then survive, land a stun. Okay, and then let's help out Han there, reduce stacks on him. And then here we can reduce stacks over on Chewbacca. Because both here, Nute and Django, they get 1 revive. So you don't need to worry too much in the beginning about their stacks of overheat. So Nest again is in trouble, so let's reduce that. Alright, so Django next turn, he will be able again to apply healing immunity. So there you go. We lost Nute there. Okay, but he got back, so that's okay. Alright, Django as well, revived with 0 stacks. We got healing immunity now, so just a case of burning through Kylo's protection now. Again, those stacks go up quickly for Han because he's getting so many turns. There we go. Basic. Lost Nest this time, that's okay. Come on. 1 hit, 2 hit, and there we go. Alright, so let's do this third and final time here, just to again show you a little bit different RNG. But same strategy. Stun Kylo over there. Daze, remove turn meter. Extortion on Kylo unmasked. There we go. And then start reducing health here on Kylo. Get a stun over on TIE Pilot. Stun on Executioner. Then rotate back, start hitting Pilot there. Okay, so this time he got a turn there. Okay. That's a slightly different thing. But anyway, let's go after Pilot now. Take him out. Throw down an AoE here. Okay. Let's try and push back turn meter on Executioner. There we go. Maybe land a stun on Executioner. Excellent. Let's see if this will finish off Pilot now. Almost got him. There we go. Spread at Extortion, and that took out Pilot. Now get Executioner stunned so we can actually stun Officer. And then try and finish off here Executioner. There we go. Let's reduce max health on Kylo again. Reduce overheat over on Han. He's got 6 already. And now let's make first order officer here our priority. There we go. More extortion. There we go. Maybe land a stun here over on Kylo. Good, good, good. There we go. Okay. Stun? No stuns. Okay. Let's go after officer again. Come on. Land the days. Excellent. Alright, now actually let's apply healing immunity over on Kylo over there. There we go. So now Kylo's got healing immunity. Let's turn all our attention on him. And then actually Han is getting high here, so let's reduce his stacks a bit. Do some burning. See if we can actually take out officer before he does anything we don't want him to. Get a stun over on Kylo. There we go. Couple of hits here. 1 hit, 2 hit. There we go. Do extortion. Let's help out Nest over there. She's got 9 stacks already, so let's reduce those. Han's got 8 stacks, so now Nest can reduce Han. Chewbacca can reduce his own stacks. We still got healing immunity on Kylo, so let's just try and take him out now. There we go. And it's just a case of finishing off here Stormtrooper. There we go. Get a stun. Let's help out Nest over there. It's okay, Nute will revive, so he can reduce Han over here. Just basic. Healing immunity. And boom. And that's the team that I found worked really well here in this weekend's Galactic Challenge. So both of my accounts are in the same team, no issues whatsoever. As you can see, no need to restart. It's a pretty good team. We got lots of stuns there, healing immunity, reducing max health. You've got days, as well burning, extortion. So this team is really good here, really powerful. You just have to keep an eye on those stacks of overheat and you should be good to go here. Alright guys, I hope you find this video useful, helpful. Let me know in the comments below or on my Discord server. But until then, have fun, enjoy your life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.